Ho, this is Miss Becca Honeycutt, and I wanted to check in on you guys and put some helpful hints out here. If it resonates, take what it works, and if it doesn't, then just leave it at the door. I wanted to talk about peace. Right? I know, it's funny. It's almost laughable at this point. And yet it is still possible. Maybe not like full on world peace or all that kind of crap, but I'm talking about peace in ourselves. And how can we cultivate that when all of this stuff is taking us away from that at the moment? So here's what I know about not finding peace. When we are feeling unsafe, energy speeds up. Our energy speeds up, right? So if I'm feeling unsafe, everything in my system starts grasping, starts pulling, starts trying to find ways to make me safe. And my mind is racing. My mind is racing to think of the next thing that's going to make me safe, or the next thing that's going to get me here, the next thing that's going to blah, 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 whatever. But the mind goes into a state of frenzy, right? And it's the thing that thinks its job is to regulate us. But this nevertheless is what happens, right? And so a lot of times we're trying to figure out, if we can't do that, how to bring peace to the mind, how to bring peace to the mind, how to bring peace to the mind. Well, you can't. So if I'm in a state of mind frenzy, sitting there trying to meditate and quiet my mind is not going to work. It's just not. And then we think that we're not able to meditate, or we're failing, or whatever it is. There's a definite spiral happening here. Can you see that? Where you take yourself down. You end up taking yourself down when you're moving from a place of trying to stay safe from what you think you know is right, or what you know how to do. What's really happening is the mind is just trying to control everything, and it has no control over anything. So it's all an illusion. And then we create the stories that we failed ourselves. And then we do this and beat up on ourselves and get depressed and wonder why we can't do it any better. So finding peace is not necessarily a comfortable entry way to get there, because it has to do with looking at a lot of your shadow bits, a lot of the parts of ourselves where there's stuff we don't want to feel that's buried down there that's really running us, right? Slowing down. Just slow down. Like, everything that's going on in here, just slow it all down. And not even just like, take it down by half. Take it down from like a 10 to a 2, all the way down. Turn the dial all the way down. So how do we do that? Just breathe. Just breathe. And be with all these thoughts that are running around. Don't feed them. Don't buy into them. Don't listen to them. Just let them be there, and so let your system slow down. One of my favorite things I'm doing right now is my eyes get stuck somewhere, and then everything just goes comfy. And if I can slow down how I feel, sometimes it takes words, right? So maybe I'll start naming all the things that are going off in my head in order to connect with the rest of my body, right? All the thoughts that my mind is thinking. But it's not like a homework assignment where I have to get them all in, I have to get them right, and I have to hurry through them, right? Because that's not slowing down. So in order to get to my body, I might start going, oh, I noticed that there's a piece of me that looks like it's running around with a tiki torch and screaming. And that's still not slow enough. So it's like, okay, can I pick that one? Okay, she's running around. I'm going to connect to that thought or that visual. I get visuals. And I'm just going to slow it way down and go, I see her running around with the tiki torch. And I'm just going to be with what I'm noticing about her, that part of me, what I'm noticing about what she's feeling, right? And a lot of the times that we can slow ourselves down and we can slow what we're feeling down, it will bring us peace. So the quickest way, if you can get to what you're feeling, if you know what you're feeling, I'm feeling anxiety, probably one of the first things of fear. The second thing is probably I'm scared, terrified, sad, right? What of those resonate, and just connect with that feeling and slow it way down. I'm feeling anxious. The anxious part may not feel that great to feel. You might go through some emotional roller coaster stuff. That's all fine. But if I can just stay with the feeling, I feel anxious, or whatever it is, not tell a story about it, because that's what this thing is doing, right? Going off, making meaning, and then trying to control shit. So don't feed that story. Just, what am I feeling? I'm feeling this. The minute that I say what I'm feeling, some form of peace comes to my body, because I'm not running from it anymore. I'm not trying to deny that that's what I'm feeling. I'm not blaming somebody else for how I feel. I'm not giving my power away. I'm coming here. I'm going in. I'm going down and deeper. And for a lot of my people, like Mercury retrograde, right? It's a thing. Yeah, it's a thing with communication, contracts, like all the stigma stuff that's supposed to go around it. But the deeper part of Mercury going retrograde is it cuts off the light. So you have to see your own shadow. It triggers us into, if we look at it this way, ways of being able to change ourselves out of our triggered self, to look deeper within what we're feeling. That's why I'm talking about this, to go deeper in and to begin to clear some of these old stories we've held on, or these old ways of being or beliefs or whatever it is that are living in us that are trying to clear themselves. And what if every time you got triggered into something, it was really shining a light on hope and a possibility for you to change it, rather than just something to react against? That's the deeper look within. So that's what I'm inviting you to for these next 3 weeks, because Mercury's going in retro today, which is September 27th, 2021. And we'll be in it for 3 weeks. So I encourage you to just go deeper with yourself, to slow down, to listen, and to really be with yourself, rather than run and flee from ourselves, right? Did not mean that to run. And write down what you notice, journal what you notice. The more we can bring these unconscious ways up and into physical reality, writing is one of them. It connects the mind and the heart together. It won't go back underground again. You'll have something that you can see, tangible, something that makes your mind go, oh, instead of keeping it on a constant runaway. So journal, do something, dance, whatever it is that's your practice. Maybe do some, like, just dance slow, whatever it is. If you do embodiment practices or whatever, just go really, really slow with what you're feeling and be real present with it. And that is what is on offer this week. And if you like these little tips and tricks and you want more, go to my website and sign up for my monthly newsletter at www.bridgingrealms.com. And I will see you next time.